Good day to all. Welcome to our channel. Hope you're having a splendid day. Today, we delve into the captivating world of rainwater harvesting, an ingenious method humans have been using to harness one of nature's most abundant resources, rainwater. Rainwater harvesting, at its core, is the act of collecting and storing rainwater for later use. This is a practice as old as human civilization itself, tracing its roots back to thousands of years in South Asia and other parts of the globe. Imagine our ancestors looking up at the sky, witnessing the downpour, and devising ways to capture this precious resource. They ingeniously designed systems to collect rainwater from roofs and other surfaces, directing it into tanks or reservoirs for storage and future use. From watering gardens and livestock to irrigation and domestic use, rainwater has been an essential lifeline for communities throughout history. The beauty of rainwater harvesting lies in its simplicity and adaptability. It can be as basic or as complex as one desires, ranging from simple plumbing jobs to automated systems with advanced setup and installation. Regardless of the scale, be it for households or institutions, the underlying principle remains the same: collect, store, and reuse. This practice is not just about water conservation or self-reliance, but it's a step towards sustainability, aligning with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. It's a practice that contributes to cleaner and more sustainable cities, promotes health and well-being, and ensures food and water security. In the spirit of sharing knowledge and creating a more sustainable future, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends and family. Let's spread the word about this age-old yet incredibly relevant practice. Rainwater harvesting is not a new concept but an age-old practice that we need to revive. So stay tuned to learn more about it. You might wonder, how does rainwater harvesting work? Well, let's break it down into a few straightforward steps. The process of rainwater harvesting primarily revolves around the collection, storage, and reuse of rainwater. Imagine it's a rainy day. The rainwater that falls onto roofs and other surfaces is the primary source for harvesting. But how do we collect it? That's where the first component of a rainwater harvesting system comes in: the pre-filters and drains, or gutters. These are strategically set up to guide the rainwater from the roofs and surfaces towards a collection point. Now, this water collected is raw and might contain leaves, dirt, and other impurities. That's where our pre-filters step in. They help clean the water by filtering out these impurities, ensuring that the water reaching the storage is relatively clean. Once the water is filtered, it's directed towards storage containers. These containers, also called tanks or reservoirs, can vary in size and capacity, depending on the scale of the system and the water demand. They are designed to store this water for subsequent use, especially during the dry seasons when water is scarce. But what happens when we need the water? This is where the pumps come into play. They help in distributing the stored water to various points of use, such as gardens, livestock, or even domestic use. Lastly, we have the treatment devices. Now, while the pre-filters do a great job of filtering out large impurities, the water might still contain microscopic impurities or bacteria. The treatment devices help in further purifying this water, making it safe for various uses, including drinking. And there you have it. From collection to purification, this is the basic journey of a raindrop in a rainwater harvesting system. As you can see, the process of rainwater harvesting is simple yet efficient. Now let's delve into the advantages of rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is more than just collecting water for use. It's a practice that presents a multitude of benefits. For starters, it plays a significant role in reducing runoff and flooding. When rainwater is collected right where it falls, notably on rooftops, it prevents the water from flowing unchecked into our streets and drains. By doing so, we can significantly reduce the risk of flash floods and waterlogging, particularly in urban areas. Moving on to regions where water is scarce, rainwater harvesting can be a game changer. In arid environments where rainfall is infrequent and precious, having a system to collect and store rainwater can be a reliable source of water. This water can be used to irrigate crops, water livestock, and even meet domestic needs, providing a lifeline in areas where water scarcity is a pressing issue. Now let's bring in a global perspective. Rainwater harvesting isn't just about meeting immediate needs, it's also about working towards a sustainable future. By implementing this practice, we contribute to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These include the creation of cleaner and more sustainable cities, improving health and well-being, and ensuring food and water security. Imagine a city where every rooftop doubles as a mini reservoir, where water is not wasted but reused. This vision is not far from reach, contributing towards more sustainable urban living. And when it comes to health and well-being, rainwater is generally free from many of the pollutants and chemicals found in groundwater or city-supplied water, making it a healthier option for many uses. Lastly, rainwater harvesting plays a crucial role in ensuring food and water security. By providing a reliable water source, particularly in arid regions or during periods of drought, it ensures that crops can be watered and livestock can be cared for. This, in turn, helps to secure our food supply and ensures that water is available for those who need it most. The benefits of rainwater harvesting are truly multifaceted, making it a practice worth adopting. Rainwater harvesting is not just a local practice, but a global one. Across the globe, this ancient practice is being utilized in innovative ways to address water scarcity and environmental challenges. Take Kenya and Australia, for example. In these countries, rainwater harvesting is not just about survival, it's about thriving. Whether it's for irrigation, livestock, or domestic use, these nations are leveraging the sky's bounty to its fullest potential. Let's head over to the Caribbean. Here, rainwater harvesting is a lifeline for farmers. Unpredictable weather patterns and scarce water resources can spell disaster for crops. But with rainwater harvesting, they've found a way to safeguard against such uncertainties. This practice helps them maintain a steady supply of water, reducing the risk of crop loss due to soil or water scarcity. From the arid landscapes of Kenya to the vibrant islands of the Caribbean, rainwater harvesting is more than a method, it's a movement towards a more sustainable, water-secure future. Indeed, rainwater harvesting is a global solution to water scarcity. We've learned so much about rainwater harvesting today. We've explored its origins, tracing back to ancient South Asia, and how the practice has evolved over the years into a sustainable solution for water scarcity. We've delved into its process, from the collection of rain from rooftops and other surfaces, to the storage in tanks and reservoirs. We've also discussed the multiple benefits of rainwater harvesting, such as reducing runoff and flooding, providing a reliable source of water for irrigation, and its potential to meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for cleaner and sustainable cities, health and well-being, and food and water security. It's quite clear that rainwater harvesting is more than just a way to save water. It's a tool that can transform communities and even entire countries. It's inspiring to see countries like Kenya and Australia leading the way, using rainwater harvesting for various purposes. But remember, this isn't restricted to certain countries or regions. We all can implement rainwater harvesting systems, be it a simple plumbing job or an advanced automated system. Thank you for spending your time with us today. We hope you found this information valuable. Remember, every drop counts. Let's do our part in conserving water. See you in our next video.